Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School's Army Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Macomb High Bomber basketball to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thank you to Kenny for taking one game off our plates a few moments ago as the West Hancock Titans defeated West Prairie Cyclones. Titans finished 4-1. In tournament play, and unless these Illini West Chargers can beat the Bombers, they will finish third in the tournament. If Illini West beats, no, correction on that. Well, if they beat the Bombers, they're also, what has to happen is in the last game, BPC has to beat Illini Bluffs in order for West Hancock to be the champion, essentially. It really doesn't matter if I don't think you'd have to look at the point differential, but depending on how many points Bushnell could score, probably doesn't matter if Macomb gets beat here for West Hancock. They beat Macomb already. So it'll have to be BPC beating Illini Bluffs in the last game to make West Hancock the champion. Macomb just needs to win, and they are far enough ahead in the point differential. As far as points allowed, I think it's somewhere in the 57-point range over Illini Bluffs, and West Hancock gave up 32-34, I think, to West Prairie in the last game. So as far as point differential goes and points allowed, West Hancock is out of the loop on that. So they need Illini Bluffs to lose to BPC later. Macomb loses, Illini Bluffs is in the driver's seat. All they have to do is win, and they become the champions. But Illini Bluffs has to lose for Warsaw, Hamilton, West Hancock to be the champions. It's as clear as mud, I know, but that's how it works. So it's everybody's going to finish. If they all win, they'll finish with a 4-1 record. Macomb will have allowed the fewest points, likely, and they will be the champions. So we'll see how things go here and see if everything shakes out as expected. So we get ready to go for the starting lineups. Jake Croxton should be on the PA.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School in the 2022 Spartan Tip-Off Classic, game number 14. Between the Illini West Chargers and the Macomb Bombers. And now let's meet the game 14 starting lineups. At one guard for Illini West, a 5'10 junior, number 2, Colby Robertson. At guard for Macomb, a 5'11 senior, number 1, Connor Watson. At guard for the Chargers, a 6'2 senior, number 14, Nolan Dietrich. At guard for the Bombers, a 6'2 senior, number 20, Nolan Kerr. At one forward for Illini West, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Drake Mudd. And at forward for the Bombers, a 6'2 senior, number 13, Langdon Ellen. At forward for the Chargers, a 6-foot junior, number 21, Reese Shoup. And at forward for the Bombers, a 6'2 senior, number 24, Jack Duncan. In the middle for Illini West, a 6'3 senior, number 35, Gannon Bergman. And in the middle for the Bombers, a 6'6 junior, number 0, Ian Case. Justin Ellison heads up the Charger bench, assisted by Tim Lafferty and Tyler Bruns. Jeremy Anderson heads up the Bomber bench, assisted by Brian Langworthy and Zach Keene. Your game 14 officials are Brian Sorrell, Brett Stevens, and Brian Daniel.
So there's the starting lineups and just about ready for tip-off here. And Arnold Brothers scoreboard is set. The Bombers and the Chargers ready to do battle in the final game for each of these teams in the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. And we are underway. Bergman wins the tip. Robertson will bring it up. Bombers had a very easy game this morning against West Prairie. In fact, the starters didn't play much at all in the whole scheme of things. Illini West, on the other hand, had a tight game against BPC that they led quite a bit. in the middle stages, and then easily underneath it goes. Drake Mudd is going to get the 2 points for Illini West. But at the same time, I think they kind of relaxed a little bit, so maybe we'll see which team's the most tired here. Langdon Allen, old BT, gets the first 2 of the night for the Bombers, and we're tied at 2. Nolan Dietrich, Robertson on the weave offense here. Robertson. Dietrich, that's Mudd, excuse me, turns the corner. He's going to be fouled, maybe by Kerr. It is Nolan Kerr, his first, team's first. Drake Mudd hits the first one. And misses the second. Jack Duncan with the rebound for the Bombers. Connor Watson brings it up the floor. Ian Case with it. Left side, Nolan Kerr. Langdon Allen down to Case. Case, turn around, high off the glass. On the floor, Duncan comes up with it, tries to get it across to Case. He does finally. Case backs it out, resets the offense. Sports Corner 3 for Connor Watson. And the Bombers take the lead for the first time. 5-3. Connor Watson with the rebound on the missed shot. He's going to drive, put it up, blocked by Nolan Dietrich. Dietrich pushes it back the other way. 6:05 to Drake Mudd from Dietrich. Mudd's got all 5, and we're tied at 5. Sports Corner 3 for Connor Watson. Reverse layup for Colby Robertson. 8-7. The Arnold Brothers scoreboard getting a workout here early in this one. 5:25 to go. Watson could have went right up with that. Decided not to. Duncan. Pull-up jumper off, no good. Shoup gets called for the travel. Apparently people fall down on their own. It does happen occasionally, I suppose. I used to trip over lines, they told me all the time when I played basketball. Connor Watson looks at the 3, step back, can't take it. Down low, Ian Case puts up the shot, it's up and in. Ten to 7. Traveling by Bergman. He had 3 or 4 travels in the Bushnell game as well. Shuffling his feet in the post has been a problem for Bergman today. Dusty Binsko, thanks for joining us. The Bombers, the Bluffs, well, technically the West Hancock, there's a block shot. West Hancock is the leader in the clubhouse, so to speak, as they are 4-1. The Bombers and the Tigers are 3-1. If the Bombers win and the Tigers win, the Bombers are the champions because they've allowed the least points. That's the tiebreaker. If the Tigers lose to BPC, West Hancock becomes the winner and Shoup travels. West Hancock becomes the winner because they beat Macomb on the 2 teams' opening night on Tuesday night. So, essentially, if the Bombers win this game, they are Tigers fans in the next game for a tournament championship. We'll have the all-tournament team announcements at the end of this game for the teams that are included. Ian Case with the basketball. Langdon Allen. Back to Ian Case, and he gets another 2. (12-7), 3:50 to go. I would tell you the exact numbers on the points allowed, but I didn't add them all up. And Ian Case is going to pick up the foul. His first, team second.
Ian Case, his first, team second.
Colby Robertson short. Nolan Dietrich gets the long rebound. 3 on the way from Shoup. It's short as well. Watson's going to pick up the foul as he was trying to get around Drake Mudd. First on Watson, third on the Bombers. 3:23 to go. Nolan Dietrich to Colby Robertson. What I was saying, I don't know if I got through that or not. If I'd have done the math, I could have told you how far behind. I was told that there's Mudd for 2, and he's got the fall. I was told that going into this game, this last game, Illini Bluffs would have to beat BPC by 57 or give up less than 57, and the Bombers would win. So they were 57 points ahead on the. And Ian Case, a nice up and under move. So essentially the biggest thing for the Bombers is Bluffs has to win in the next game. Pull-up jumper, Nolan Dietrich. (14-11). Duncan drops it down to Kerr. He's fouled by Bergman. Be the first foul for the Chargers. Nolan Kerr at the free throw line, shooting 2 for the Bombers. He had 12 in the game this morning. Hits the first. And hits the second. Nolan Kerr is going to pick up his second foul. Team's fourth. .150 to go in the first quarter. Shoup for 3. It's short. Ian Case gets the rebound, pushes it back the other way. Loses the ball momentarily. Tries to get it to Watson, but didn't know Drake Mudd was there. Drake Mudd gets the layup. (16-13). Chargers are pulling their way back into this one. Langdon Allen with it. Shoup tried to get a steal on the pass to Duncan. To Ian Case, pump fake, puts up and in. Case has 8. Bergman, Dietrich, down low, Mudd against Watson, out to Robertson for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. It's tipped around. Shoup comes back up with it. He goes back, goes it to Bergman. Bergman puts up the shot. It's off, no good. Drake Mudd with the rebound. Blocked by Duncan. Put it back up, and he's good. Drake Mudd has 11 in the first quarter. 18-15. Jerry Walter, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. We'd love to see where people are watching from and who they're cheering for. Ten seconds remaining here in quarter number one. Ian Case going to drive, dump it down to Nolan Kerr. Shot's good. Off the front of the rim, no good. 20-15. Bombers lead at the end of one. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 20-15 at the end of one quarter of play. We're getting ready to start quarter number two. The Bombers lead the Illini West Chargers. Jeff Watson, thanks for joining us from Williamsville. Game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin and the crew, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. It'll be Bomber basketball to open the second quarter. Watson with it, 7:45 remaining in the first half. Shot up off, no good. Bergman with the rebound. Pull-up jumper, no good. Chris Roberts, good to see you again, sir. Bergman's shot's off, no good. 7:15 remaining in the first half. Langdon Allen with it. Dumps it down, a nice pass to Braden Holdhouse, and Braden Holdhouse from Langdon Allen gets the two. First two of the quarter for either team. It was tied at 5. Bombers retook the lead then and never have looked back since. Shoop puts up the shot, and it's good. A 3 for Reese Shoop. 22-18. Lynn, I'm glad you're able to watch from your recliner. Shot by Ian Case. touch, then to Langdon Allen. Langdon picks up his dribble. 6:14 to go. Runner from Connor Watson high off the glass is good. Lynn, I wish I was in my recliner right now. I'm not going to lie. Good basketball today, but it's been a lot of basketball this week. Bergman misses that one. Duncan with the rebound. Comes back the other way. Connor Watson with it. 5:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Braden Holdhouse goes to Ian Case. Connor Watson left side. He's going to drive. The floater is good. (26-18). Timeout, Illini West, a 30-second timeout. This game being brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has been providing the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And the Old Dairy, located at 210 South Lafayette Street in Macomb, serving soups, salads, sandwiches, homemade desserts, and they are fantastic, by the way. Blue Bunny ice cream and a full-service coffee bar. Breakfast served all day, and they have free Wi-Fi. Visit them online at www.olddairymacomb.com. Call 309-837-6700 for your takeout. Robertson with it. Drake Mudd, who's got 11 already today, make it 13. Braden Holdhouse to Jack Duncan up top key. Left side it goes to Watson. Under 5 minutes now, 4:50 remaining. Langdon Allen with it. 3 on the way by Langdon Allen, off no good. Drake Mudd with the rebound. Drake Mudd. Wesley Robertson had it. Back to Mudd. Up top to Colby Robertson now. Nolan Dietrich picked up by Langdon Allen. Langdon Allen and Nolan Kerr, while both can obviously score some, they are the defensive shutdown players on the other team's offensive guards, or at least the ones that they think are the best, most productive offensive guards. And there's a steal by Langdon Allen. He's going to push it back the other way. Old BT. It's tipped by Drake Mudd. And I'm pretty sure I just heard Langdon Allen point at Drake Mudd and say thank you, but I'm not real sure. I do believe I heard that. 3:50 remaining here in the first half. 26-20. Scoring has slowed down immensely here in the second quarter. It was 16 or 20-16 at the, or 20-15. I'll get it right in a minute. At the end of the first quarter. 3:30 remaining in the first half. Duncan's going to drive, pulls up, puts up the bank shot, and it is good for Jack Duncan, his first 2 points of the night. Out of bounds. Possession stays with Illini West. Reese Shoup replacing Wesley Robertson. 3:13 remaining. It is an 8-point game. You can see that on the Arnold Brothers scoreboard. Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling bringing Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time live. Illini West, the opponent, and they have the basketball currently. Robertson with it. Left side it goes to Shoup again. Shoup going to try and drive on Duncan. Can't get anywhere with it. And again, Langdon Allen is all over Nolan Dietrich. Shoup for 3. It's off no good. Ball's picked up off the floor by Holdhouse, knocked away by Robertson. Possession stays with the Bombers. Nolan Kerr replacing Jack Duncan in the lineup for the Bombers. Holdhouse takes it out. Connor Watson will walk it up for MHS. 2:40 remaining. Oh, nice look from Watson to Case, and Case is going to get his 10th point. And the old-fashioned three-point play attempt coming. Gannon Bergman picks up his second, team second. Hunter Kendrick checking in, and Wesley Robertson checking in. Robertson for the Chargers. Kendrick for the Bombers. Walter Stewart, Bonnie and Allen watching Gannon Bergman from Sullivan, Illinois. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy the game. Nolan Dietrich gets the ball in his hands by bringing it up the floor that time. He has not been able to get the ball. There's Drake Mudd going in. He's going to call for a travel. Langdon Allen has shut Nolan Dietrich down. Dietrich has just 2 points. He had 5 threes in a game earlier against BPC and 28 points. Langdon Allen is all over him on the defensive end of the floor for the Bombers, and he is shutting Dietrich down, just playing ball denial defense on him. 2:03, Sports Corner 3 for Connor Watson. That's his third 3 of the half. (33-20). Back the other way went Kendrick. Lost it, and then Kendrick's going to get called for the foul as Shoup just about fell back over him. Hunter Kendrick picks up the first, team's 5th. And a shot rebounded by Ian Case. Braden Holdhouse ran and let the ball hit off his knee. Drake Mudd goes back to and throws it off the bottom of the rim. It's going to be outletted to Watson. Looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Pulls up, dumps it down to Case. Nolan Dietrich knocks it out of bounds. Want to say hi to the Stewart family watching. Not sure which of the Stewart family that includes. Kelly said everybody is watching. The whole family, so I don't know if that's Matt and Dave and the whole clan or not, but everybody that's watching from the Stewart family, thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. 3 on the way. It's good at Sports Corner 3 for Connor Watson. He just looks at the bench, and he is en fuego, as they used to say on ESPN. He's got 16 points in the first half. Nolan Dietrich got to the rim that time. Ian Case is going to pick up the foul, I think. It'll be his second, team 6th. Nolan Dietrich shooting 2 free throws. First one's off, no good. Lindsey May and Jack Duncan check in. Lindsey May had, 12 points earlier today in the game? Dietrich's second free throws in and out, no good. Duncan with the rebound. Lindsey May, 11 points he had earlier today. Langdon Allen with it, under a minute to go now. We're actually near a half a minute, 35 seconds remaining. Braden Holdhouse. Connor Watson, 25 seconds remaining. Langdon Allen has it. Lindsey May. Braden Holdhouse, far side on the left wing. 15 seconds as Coach Anderson tells him to run the play now. 10 seconds. Braden Holdhouse goes right to the rack, beats everybody there. And that's not a play, that's just athletic ability, folks. And off the backboard and the front of the rim, no good. At the end of the first half of play, it's 38-20. Illini West trails the Macomb High Bombers. You're watching Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Presentation of Macomb Bomber Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a quick break and be back with some stats, and then we'll hear a word from McDonough District Hospital in just a couple minutes.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, they're all good. You get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Thanks for joining us. Got some people in the live chat open. We appreciate that. Leading scorers for the Bombers at the halfway point. Connor Watson on a strength of 4 3-pointers. He had 5 in the game earlier today. Was it earlier today he had 5, or was it against BPC last night that he had 5? I want to go back and look. Let me check this out here real quick, folks, before I tell you that. Connor Watson, no, he only had 1 3. It was last night that he had 5 threes against BPC. Anyway, 16 points for him, 10 points for Ian Case, 4 points for Braden Holdhouse, 4 points for Nolan Kerr, 2 points for Langdon Allen, and 2 points for Jack Duncan. But more importantly for Langdon Allen than the points is the fact that he has shut down Nolan Dietrich for the Chargers. For the Chargers, a team high 13 points for Drake Mudd, 2 for Colby Robertson, 2 for Nolan Dietrich, who's also 0 of 2 from the free throw line, and 3 points for Reese Shoup. The team is 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. The Bombers are 2 for 3 from the free throw line. We've got a halftime interview from MDH, and we'll be back for the second half here from the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. 1.5 games remain in the tournament. The Bombers playing for a championship. They have to win and then root for the Tigers to win. And the next one will be back in just a little bit.
All right, welcome back. We're here now. All right, welcome back here. I'm with Dr. Ed Card from MDH. And Dr. Card, you're a face that a lot of people throughout Macomb, I've worked in Macomb in media for a long time, so I've heard your name, seen advertisements with your name and picture in it for, we're not going to talk about how long, but it's been a while, okay? You're quote-unquote retiring, sort of, but you're the chief medical officer still.
True. I am no longer doing surgery. I'm no longer doing clinical medicine. I have 2 very good partners coming in who are going to be taking over the clinical side of things. And I want to be there for them to help them with the transition into private practice and so just provide some support. They don't need a whole lot of support, but for what they do need, I want to be there. And then I'm transitioning into full-time administrative position as the chief medical officer, which puts me in charge of the quality program, the patient safety program, and the med staff office, as well as utilization management. And those are all areas that we've been working on in the past. And I've been chief medical officer for 2 years, but now I can devote a lot more time, a lot more energy to improving those programs, and by extension then improving the quality and safety of care at our hospital.
I feel like that seeing you as many years as you put in at MDH and being willing and able to stick around after you're done doing surgery, you're done doing your clinical hours, you're willing to stay here. To me, that must mean that you feel like MDH is on the right track and doing things the way you want it to be done, right?
I thoroughly believe that. I think we're in a better place now, clinically, administratively, and with the new surgeons. I think we're in a better place than we've been in all the time that I've been here. And while we've tried not to mention it, it's only been 38 years.
So you have a few things up your sleeve that you can, the new guys and girls and whoever might come after you while you're still here, you've got a few tricks you can probably teach them, right?
You pick up a couple of things in that long period of time of doing surgery. And when I started, I did a lot of vascular surgery, but most of that now is done by cardiology and radiology. So that has sort of faded, but we're doing a lot more laparoscopic things. Dr. Peck is actually trained in laparoscopy, took a fellowship. Dr. White is very, very good, and I think the two of them together, both women, but I think that they're going to be incredible. I really think they're going to be very, very good. And the strengths of one balance off the other areas for the other. It's really a very nice synergistic pairing of those two who are both very, very good.
And I would imagine that your license obviously is still going to be valid, so if it gets into a pinch and they call Dr. Card and say, hey, we need something right now, you're probably still here and able to do that?
I've been known to answer that. I'm still around and available if there are questions or problems or things, people need an extra pair of hands in the operating room or run into something they haven't seen before. I'm still going to be around for that, and in fact, helped with an operation this morning. So I think that's going to be a nice transition for me, because I don't have to just stop being in the operating room, and hopefully helpful for Dr. Peck and Dr. White as well.
I would imagine after 38 years, just stopping something would be like stopping cigarettes, right? It'd be really hard to do.
Oh, no.
No? Oh.
It's not being on call is pretty okay. I'm enjoying that. So that is not a difficult transition at all. Came to town when I was 29 years old and have been doing surgery here all that time. And you sort of go through phases. There's the scared phase when you're first starting. Then there's the I can't believe how exciting and fun this is. And I've moved into the third phase, which is this really is work. So I think it's time for me to move to other things, and certainly not compete for patients with our two new surgeons.
Well, I can speak for most of the people, I think, in Macomb and McDonough County. We're happy you're still around. Thank you for everything you've done through the years. I think that you've probably become a Macomb homie after spending over half your life here anyway, right?
Pretty close. I still can't trace back people's ancestry 3 generations like everybody else in town can. So I'm not a true Macombite yet. But the other side of that is that the community has been incredibly kind to me through the course of my career, entrusting me with their care and with their health. And I'm very grateful to the community for that as well. It's not been a one-way street at all.
Well, I'm Dwayne Hulett. This has been Dr. Ed Card. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with some more sports right after this.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling brings Macomb Bomber Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Jenny's on the camera today. And we are a game and a half away from the end of the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. The Bombers lead the Illini West Chargers 38-20 here as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. If my stats are correct, it'll be Illini West basketball to open the final half. Yeah, it looks like Illini West is walking this way, so it will be their basketball to open the final 16 minutes of the tournament for these two teams. Bombers need the win, and then they need the Tigers to win, even though the Tigers have the same record as them if they win, since the Bombers beat them. And a travel for Colby Robertson as Nolan Kerr got in front, cut him off, and he lost control of his feet momentarily. Tyler Cummings, I don't know if I said anything to you, but thanks for joining us again today. Jack Duncan with it. To Connor Watson. Nolan Dietrich's on Connor. Nolan Kerr. Duncan. Out to Ian Case. Langdon Allen wide open. Wouldn't take the three, though, as the Bombers running some offense here. Bergman and Case doing battle down low there momentarily. Langdon Allen with it, picked up by Drake Mudd. Connor Watson, a sports corner three, falls short. Nolan Kerr, oddly enough, gets a rebound. 7:05 to go, or fittingly enough, I should say maybe. In the third quarter, 7-minute mark. A give and go, and Connor Watson from Jack Duncan gets the bucket. Give Connor Watson 18. Bergman spins, puts the shot up, off the glass, no good. Taps his own rebound around, and it's going to be off of Ian Case, out of bounds. Possession to the Chargers. Want to thank the West Hancock Booster Club for coming on board and helping us out a little bit with the tournament. I greatly appreciate that. Hopefully, if we could work things out, we could do a few more West Hancock games down the road. Foul charge to number 35, Gannon Bergman, his third, team's first. Kerr down to pick and roll for Ian Case. He had the ball tied up momentarily. He threw up a shot because he was going to travel if he didn't, and Nolan Dietrich got the rebound. Reese Shoup with it down in the corner. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And a travel for Reese Shoup. The Bombers just playing good defense. They're cutting off angles and getting in front of people and getting to spots before the offensive player is able to do so, and it's caused several travels for the Illini West Chargers here this afternoon or this evening, depending on how you look at it. 5:53 to go in the third quarter. Bombers with a 20-point lead. They've doubled up the Chargers 40-20. Jack Duncan drives, throws it up. An ill-advised shot. He thought he had a good lane to the basket, and they cut it off. Bergman and Ian Case just ran over Bergman. No foul call. They might have thought he flopped a little bit. Langdon Allen, three-corner off, no good. And Ian Case knocks it out of bounds. Chargers basketball, and it hit the bleachers and is going to roll all the way to the other end of the floor. A little help from one of the fans down there, the younger fans. Langdon Allen rolls it down to the other end of the floor. Steven Stuffelbeam checking in for the Bombers. Nolan Dietrich will bring it up the floor. 5:20 remaining here in the third quarter. Robertson to Dietrich. Dietrich pull-up jumper, left elbow, short. Duncan with the rebound. Outlets it to Watson. Langdon Allen was open. Three on the way from Watson. It's short. He tried to do the pull-up three in transition. Couldn't get it to fall. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that and appreciate you watching. And Ian Case is going to pick up another one. That's his third. Team's first of the second half. Nolan Dietrich's going to shoot a couple free throws. Dietrich gets 0 of 2 from the free throw line. The Chargers have yet to score here in the third quarter. First free throw's off, no good. Chris Roberts, I'm glad you found it. I think if I remember right, you said you came across our stream yesterday, started watching or last night. Glad you're watching and enjoying it. Second one is good. 1 of 4 from the free throw line for Nolan Dietrich. That's the first point of the quarter for the Chargers with 4:37 remaining here. It's a 19-point lead for the Bombers. Bombers haven't blown up the net either here in the second half. They've scored a few points themselves is all. And Langdon Allen is going to get the reach foul as he reached around and knocked the ball away from Dietrich. Langdon Allen will pick up his first, team second.
That's his first, team second.
Drake, who had 13 points in the first half but has seldom touched the ball here in the second. Drake Mudd, that is. 4 minutes remaining. Wesley Robertson has it. Dietrich finally gets it. Langdon Allen is just all up in his mug, man. I'm telling you what. A three on the way by Mudd, off no good. And it goes out of bounds off of Illini West. 3:48 remaining. Folks, if you're listening and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Share the channel, the Hulett PubliPro LLC YouTube channel. We have all kinds of Sporting. Oh, what a reverse move by Watson, but he couldn't finish. We have all kinds of sporting events on. And a layup by Drake Mudd. He gets his first 2 of the second half. He's got 15. But we're going to do some swimming, I think, next Saturday. We have 5 different schools on for all their home games. And they call a jump ball. Possession to Macomb. 30-second timeout charge to the Bombers. Tell you this game is being brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Also, Tom Conklin State Farm, face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or by text. You choose how you do business at Tom Conklin State Farm, Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Kendrick, who is in the game, put up the shot, and just that quick, he picks up the foul. It's his second, team's third. As I was saying, please subscribe to the channel, share the channel, Hulett PubliPro LLC's YouTube channel. We have some racing on there. We have harness racing in the summertime. Got a lot of different things on our channel, but it's predominantly high school sports from West Central Illinois. Dietrich on the shot, off no good. Duncan with the rebound. And Langdon Allen will bring it up for Macomb. 2:38 remaining. Connor Watson with it. He's going to drive. Put up the shot, and good. The layup's good for Connor Watson. He's got 20. 42-23, back to a 19-point lead. We do have some Chubby's gift certificates. If you haven't heard of Chubby's, it's a great restaurant downtown Macomb on the square. Ball's thrown over. We've got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the third quarter. If anybody that's listening that's from the Macomb area could use a gift certificate to Chubby's, put in the live chat right now. Between now and the end of the third quarter, you got 2 minutes. Tell us what you think the final score of this game is going to be. The person closest to it will win a Chubby's gift certificate. We'll figure out how to get you the information. You can message our Facebook page. 3 on the way by Holt House if we need to, but we'll figure that out. But let's see if we can give a Chubby's gift certificate away. Give me what you think the final score will be in the next 2 minutes. We got another quarter to go yet, but you have to give that final score by the end of the third quarter. Robertson gives it to Dietrich. Holt House is on Dietrich now as Langdon Allen has taken a break. Hayden Rankin to Robertson with 1:15 to go. Shoup's going to do the runner. It's off no good. Stufflebeam with the rebound. Connor Watson's going to push it back the other way. His layup's hard off the glass, no good. Holdhouse had it in his hands but lost it. Bergman tips it to Robertson. Bergman gets the assist. Robertson gets the points. It's 42-25. Down low, it's Connor Watson from Hunter Kendrick. (44-25). Hit the button one too many times. I apologize. Jeff Watson, you say 55-35? I'd say that's pretty close. That might be a good guess. Nolan Dietrich hits the first of 2. Jesse Fryer, 59-40 Bombers. Dietrich hits them both. Sarah Lambert says 65-32 Bombers. 3 on the way. Stuffelbeam short. Ian Case is there. He gets the jumper to fall. His first 2 since the first half, and that's how the quarter will end. 46-44. 46-27, excuse me. Bombers with the lead. We'll get all these jotted down before we take our break here. Sarah Lambert says 65-32. And Lynn Dunk says 48-30. It's 8 minutes left, fourth quarter getting ready to start. This game being brought to you by the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also then download the Monday and Wednesday free editions from their website. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, Blandesville, and, of course, Macomb. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop in and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mmbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Heather Kerfman, 60-40. Okay, I'll put you on there too as the fourth quarter is underway. Nice pass by Dietrich to Bergman, and Bergman's going to be fouled as we are underway. Braden Holdhouse picks up his second, team's fifth. Gavin Bergman at the free throw line shooting 2. He has yet to score in this game. 46-27 at the end of the quarter. Both teams slowed down offensively that quarter. Second one is good. Nolan Kerr going high up to get it. Connor Palm, 37-54 Bombers. Well, I said by the end of the third quarter, but we'll let you slide in, Connor. There hasn't been a whole lot of offense since then. An offensive foul charged to Holdhouse, maybe. It is on Holdhouse. His third, team sixth. Connor Palm says 57-37 Bombers. 3 on the way. Dietrich short. Drew Watson on the ground fighting for it. Outlet to Kerr from Steven Stuffelbeam, who got down on the floor and fought for it. Kerr now pulls up, gives it to Holdhouse. Holdhouse from about 16 feet short. Drew Watson with the rebound. And Nolan Dietrich's going to get the foul, his first. Team's second of the second half.
Charger foul, 14, Nolan Dietrich, his first, team second.
7:02 to go in the basketball game. Braden Holdhouse dumps it out. Ian Case looks at the three, doesn't take it, pulls up. Blocked by Bergman. Ian Case twisted the ankle a little bit, the right ankle it looked like. Bergman comes across to Dietrich, down to Rankin, down to Mudd. Pump fake, puts it up, and Ian Case is going to come down and foul Drake Mudd. Ian Case will pick up his fourth foul. Team seventh for the Bombers. Oh, I've shot a few, Chris. You get over it pretty quick. Chris said air balls must feel so embarrassing. I don't know. I've shot a few in my day. You can't let it bother you. Everybody shoots them occasionally. Lindsay May checks in for the Bombers. Connor Watson back in as well. (46-29), make it 46-30. Drake Mudd having his best tournament game. Bombers by 16 currently. 6:35 remaining. It definitely is, Chris. That is correct. It's part of the game. Happens to the best of them. Connor Watson goes, throws it up, and counted in a foul. Reese Shoup says, you got to be kidding me. It's a foul on Reese Shoup. His first, team's third. Connor Watson's shooting the old-fashioned three-point play, rather. That's the first 2 points for the Bombers of the quarter. 6:24 to go in the basketball game, and we got a sub getting ready to check in. He's coming in for the shooter. Looks like it's Drew Watson coming in for Connor Watson. East the Beast, I don't know who you are, but I didn't see yours. I'll put your on there. East the Beast says 62-36. .608 to go. Shoup pushes Watson into the hoop, misses the shot, gets the own rebound, puts it back up, and gets it to fall. Reese Shoup gets the bucket. Lindsay May with it. Connor Watson drives, dumps it out, Kerr for three, left wing, it's wide left. Shoup with the rebound. 5:34 remaining. Robertson drives on Stufflebeam, lofts it up with the left hand. It's off, no good. Lindsay May with the rebound for the Bombers. Watson down to Allen. Langdon Allen for two. Bombers take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout for the Bombers. Game being brought to you by the Community News Brief. Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street. It's open April through October for all your fresh produce needs. Follow their Facebook page so you can see when they're open this spring. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And Western Illinois University. At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in because purple stands out. At WIU, there's limitless potential with campuses in Macomb, Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out. It's Stufflebeam, Allen, Drew Watson, Kendrick, and May on the floor for the Bombers. Shoup, Robertson, Dietrich, Carlisle, and Wesley Robertson on the floor for the Chargers. Langdon Allen picks up the foul, his second, team's eighth. Colby Robertson shooting a one and bonus for the Chargers. And he rattles it around and bounces it off the backboard and in. He'll get the bonus.
Into the Chargers, 11, Drake Mudd, and 35, Gannon Bergman.
55-35 looks pretty close right now. 54-37 is even closer. Second one's off, no good. 50-33 is the score. Steven Stufflebeam, Langdon Allen with it. Look down to Drew Watson, going to drive it himself instead. Skips it across to Hunter Kendrick. Hunter Kendrick looks to back it out. Right side, Lindsay May. Langdon Allen now looks at the three, doesn't take it. He's going to drive. Pull-up jumper about 10 feet's good. Langdon Allen gets his 6th point. (52-33). And a rebound by Hunter Kendrick. Kendrick drives down the floor, goes across to Drew Watson. He'll put up the three, but it's a foul before the shot. Reese Shoup picks up the foul, his 2nd, team's 4th. Ian Case returns for the Bombers. Drew Watson will take it out. Nope, never mind. Langdon Allen will take it out. 52-33, 3:54 remaining. Ian Case had Kendrick down low, a little late getting it there, and Shoup wraps around and knocks it away. Did I hear that Michigan, beat Ohio State today? Is that right? Layup by Mudd is off, no good. Kendrick with the rebound. At the shoe. That'd be got to be some sort of an upset, doesn't it? Ian Case threw that behind Langdon Allen. Langdon Allen, because he's such a good receiver, reached back and grabbed it. I don't know if you saw him on the football field at all, folks, but he's fantastic. Down low, Ian Case missed the easy bunny shot on a pass from Kendrick. 3 minutes remain here in the 4th quarter. Robertson down in the corner. Shoup back to Colby Robertson to Bergman. Bergman's going to go to Case. It's going to be knocked away out of bounds. Kendrick got a hand on it. Lindsey May, Braden Holthouse checking back in. Langdon Allen and Ian Case take a seat. And Steven Stufflebeam's going to pick up the foul. Team 9th. And at the free throw line to shoot one in bonus is going to be Colby Robertson. He shot a bonus earlier in the quarter, made the front end and missed the backside. See if he makes the front end here. 2:49 to go. And he misses it off the front of the rim. Bergman with the rebound. Outlets it to Dietrich. Robertson, 3 left wing. It's short. Nolan Dietrich gets the long rebound. Gives it to Bergman. Bergman, right elbow, jumper off, no good. Mudd with the rebound. Kendrick swipes it away. 2:28 remaining. And the Bombers have the basketball and the lead, 52-33. Stufflebeam, a little shuffle stepping around, and Stufflebeam gets his first 2 of the game. Kendrick blocks Rankin. 1:57 to go. Bombers lead by 21. Lindsey May, the shot's off, no good. The rebound by Nolan Dietrich. It'll go back the other way. Robertson throws it up. It's in and good. Colby Robertson gets 2 more. 54-35. Hunter Kendrick, 3, top of the key. It's off right. Lindsey May saves it in. Stufflebeam goes to get it. It rolls around, finally picked up by Bergman. 1 minute remaining, 54-35. We had a 55-35 pick by Jeff Watson. I'd say that's pretty darn close. Rankin almost ruined it, though. Puts it up and in that time, and he does. Hayden Rankin gets his first 2. 38 seconds remaining. Drew Watson with it. Right side, Lindsey May. Up top, Braden Holthouse. He'll try the 3. It's off, no good. Tipped around. Kendrick with the rebound and the putback. Hunter Kendrick gets the bucket. (56-37). Rankin gets 2 more. 8 seconds, and that'll probably be it. I don't think anybody will shoot anymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bombers go 4-1 in tournament play. And they need the Tigers to win. If they do, they'll win the tournament. After opening the tournament with a loss to West Hancock, the Bombers will win out and go 4-1. We'll take a break and be back with some scoring leaders in just a few minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
24 points. Ian Case had 12. Langdon Allen had 6. At this time, we will recognize the all-tournament team members for the 2022 Spartan Tip-Off Classic from this game. From Illini West, Nolan Dietrich.
Nolan Dietrich on the all-tournament team from Illini West.
And from Macomb, Connor Watson.
Connor Watson from Macomb. And that is it. Just one from each one. So we will take that break now and finish our stats and be back in just a couple minutes on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back here as we get ready to go through some finishing. Connor Palm was pretty close, 2 points off each direction, 2 points short on each one. Heather Kerfman was 4 and 1 off. Jeff Watson was 1 and 4 off. Jesse Fryer was a little ways off. Sarah Lambert was a little ways off. And so was Lynn. So Connor Palm was 2 short on both. 54-37 is what Connor said, and it was 56-39. So I think we will say Connor Palm is the winner. 2 points off, the closest on both, even though Heather Kerfman and Jeff Watson were 1 point off, respectively, in different ones, but they were 4 point off. So you add those together, they're 5 points. You add the 2 and 2 for Palm, it's 4 points. So Connor Palm, you win the gift certificate from Chubby's. If you can send us a message on our Facebook page, we will figure out a way to get you your gift certificate. Thanks for playing. For the Bombers, they're led 24 points on the strength of 4 Sports Corner three-pointers by Connor Watson. 12 points by Ian Case in his best game of the tournament so far, of the season, I guess, for that matter, so far. 2 points for Steven Stufflebean, 6 points for Langdon Allen, 4 points for Nolan Kerr, 2 points for Hunter Kendrick, 2 points for Jack Duncan, and 4 points for Braden Holdhouse, totaling 56. The Bombers were just 2 of 4 from the free throw line. For Illini West to end the tournament, a game-high 17 for Drake Mudd. 7 points for Colby Robertson, 4 points for Hayden Rankin, all in the fourth quarter. 5 points for Nolan Dietrich. Langdon Allen shut him down. Langdon Allen played outstanding ball denial defense on Nolan Dietrich today. 5 points for Reese Shoup and 1 point for Gannon Bergman, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And the Chargers were 7 of 13 from the free throw line. So that does it for this game. We're about 11 minutes away from finishing the tournament with the final game. It's the Illini Bluffs Tigers and the Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. We're going to end this stream. We'll be back in the next stream for the final time from the Spartan Tip-Off Classic. Thanks for joining us. Bombers 56, Chargers 39.